everybody, it's Jeremy. Welcome back to Game 57 of the tournament where we are playing Vanarus. It's turn 22. God, it's like a weight has been lifted. It's not over. Obviously, it's not over. We're still fighting for our lives. But last turn was so cataclysmically good for us and bad for Nidavellir that I'm hoping that it's thrown the entire kind of like momentum in our favor. So let's see what we're actually planning to do with that momentum and see if the plausibility of this concept is actually there. So we have completed both construction 1 and 2 this turn, so that's cool. We did a quick search in Whiteport for some sites, didn't find anything. We've lost a bunch of crippled units as we're moving around, which is unfortunate, but it is what it is. Can't really do much about it at the moment. We attacked in Runia with a bunch of our Horse Tribe cavalry, and there's just one PD here, and it looks like a stray Nidbathed that, got bounced, probably. So this should be no big deal. It's astonishing how they just can't hit something. We win, but it doesn't feel like a good win. So we went in Runia, Unexpected Wind in Sodorth, we get 286 gold, that's very nice, and we've patrolled a little in Whiteport. What are we doing this turn? So, we got a lot of red arrows moving around. Let's actually look at things a little in depth. Our territory is teensy-tiny. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 provinces right now versus 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 that we can see. Presumably 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, right? Maybe 22 underground, maybe some 23, 24-ish, depending on borders with man. I don't know, right? So if Nidavellir has expanded into all of that territory, they are still well ahead of us as far as resources go. So that's a big problem. So our plan is to do what Nidavellir didn't do to us. And that is make use of all of this being open-ass territory. We have a big-ish army here. 211 units, along with another 34 from the Horse Tribe. We're moving everything into Devon. So nothing crazy strange about what we are doing here. We have a Howl up. We have some Summon Air Elementals up. We have some Moss Body up. We have some Group Barkskin. This is enough. I'm hoping and pretty sure about it that this is enough to fight whatever Nidavellir has in the area. Which means we can pressure Deadlands and say, okay, we're challenging you here. And presumably he's going to send reinforcements from his capital, right? My assumption is that this stack is the reinforcements from his capital that were meant to be reinforcing what was already on my capital. And that means he doesn't have a lot else to send in the next turn after that type of situation. Presumptively, that is assuming the reason is because he sent other things to take other indie provinces, right? That is the assumption that I'm making. I can't actually see. And I have one scout up here. I kind of need them in Summer Bay so we can see things coming from Nidavellir, right? I am sending another scout down over in this direction so we can try to keep eyes and see if someone is coming this way, right? So we're going to threaten Deadlands, and I'm pretty confident in what we are presenting as a threat there. We're also moving more units into Sylvania. So we've got some Chud Herdmen and some heavy infantry. We are going to start taking these territories, right? Not sure that we're going to be able to take them immediately with just that, but we also know that he has Wolf Clan Reavers as scouts, so I'm kind of trying to leave some people in the field so that if he tries to pop up on a random location, we can kind of defend that, especially if we're using that location to continue to recruit mages, which we are in Sylvania. Continuing to recruit sages and herdmen in Vanarus. I really want to start getting Vanabogs, but we just don't have the money. The hope is if we can take the territory that probably should have originally been ours anyways, we can get to that point to where we are now making enough money to where we can start throwing out Vanabogs and go from there. But it's going to be slow, right? Out of Belmar, which we are improving into a fortress, we are going north with another stack of Chud Herdmen and Lion Tribe Archers. These were the ones that popped over to Belmar to be like, hey, Satis, you're not attacking us. And of course, they're still not attacking us. Thank God, right? So we're gonna head up to Darmum and then into Mountains of Mist and Trollwood. Maybe Trollwood, right? Depending on situations. We basically just want to start taking territory, threatening, grab these choke points, and then hold the choke points. Because I'm relatively confident, considering what we've already done, I'm relatively confident that if we can take a territory that is of the same size or similar size to Nidavellir, then we can win eventually, right? It'll be a slow resource grind, but we can win eventually. And from what I've been hearing from Satis, Ulm is basically dead. They have gone AI. I don't know exactly when they went AI, but it seems like it went extremely favorably for Man. And so now Satis has this Manish border here, and Satis is full blown into, hey, Vanarus, you've got do your thing with Nidavellir. I have to deal with Man because I think Man is just barreling down at Satis now, right? So now we're in this weird situation of like, we're going to need time because like we could not march this army at Nidavellir and hope to win. It's just not going to happen. The distance between our capital and their capital is too great. Even if we sent every single force that we could out each turn, blah, 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 immediately reinforcing, it might work, but having no supplies along the way, dealing with attrition, etc., I just don't see it actually working favorably for us. So the plan is take the choke points, take the territory that we should already have. It's turn 22. There's so many. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 provinces here, plus the underground province 7. Plus underground here 8, 9. I can't see further, right? Like there's so many open provinces. Get these provinces, get our dominion into the provinces. We have really good scales, and win the resource war with Nidavellir. The concern is that, you know, say this takes us 6 to 8 turns to take these choke points and take this territory. All right, cool. Well, it's almost turn 30 at that point. What if Satis has lost half of their territory to Man at that point, right? We don't know Man's bless. We don't know Satis's bless either. But what if Satis has already lost half their territory by that point? Or, conversely, what if Satis has exactly the components to beat up on Man already, and 8 turns from now, they've taken the entirety of Ulm, and Man is, like, just sitting back here, right? Basically, the game has turned into a waiting game crapshoot for us, in the concept of, I think we have good momentum against Nidavellir now, and I'm excited to see where that goes. However, depending on the rest of the map, it might be entirely irrelevant. So we are, it's almost like it's now turn 22, and it's almost like we're just starting the fucking game. Because we are so tiny at the moment, and we do not have the research that we should. We do not have the infrastructure that we should. We do not have the income that we should. We do not have this. Well, I was gonna say we do not have the standing forces that we should, but we're actually not doing horrendously on that. Truth be told, because so much of our money has gone into forces for that. So like scale wise, right? Like army size obviously took a dip after the battle last turn, but you know, we put a lot into growing that army, so I don't honestly feel too bad about that one. So yeah, I think that is pretty much it. I think that's the kind of like, oh, right, we're recruiting mages and Herdmen out of Belmar. So this is obviously, right, like one and a half forts versus a fort, and I assume there's a fort in Amberfields, or if it's not up already, it should be up very shortly. I'm very surprised that Nidavellir took so long to get up another fort, but maybe they have another fort in Summer Edge, maybe they have another fort somewhere else that we're not aware of. I want more scouts. I just can't really. I guess I could be buying scouts in Whiteport. I need more scouts. Money's tight. Money's tight. Leadership's tight. We got problems. So yeah. Anyways, that's pretty much it. Not a lot else going on at the moment. Making our way to threatened Deadlands. Gonna start taking indie provinces, and hopefully we're about to do to Nidavellir what Nidavellir should have done to us. I say about to do it, but this, like I said, this is going to take 6 to 8 turns just to get to the position that we want to be in, which is basically everything south of this line is ours. And then if we can do that, we start to actually take the fight back to Nidavellir, and move forward. Fingers crossed. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time. Oh, hold up. I forgot. This is important. We're changing directions very briefly. We're going to run up Evocation 2 before we pop back over to construction. And this is almost entirely for Lightning Bolt, right? So we have these multiple air mages. We have 4 air mages, 4 air 2 mages right now that do have summon air elemental, which is great, but they've got literally not literally, they've got almost nothing else. So jumping in to Evocation 2 real quick, which we can do in a single turn, we'll net them Lightning Bolt. Lightning Bolt, pretty damn useful, right? Like, not the greatest spell on the face of the planet, but you know, can do some decent work in large enough numbers, early enough in the game, etc., etc. Yeah, that's it. I think that should be good. That also means that if we feel like we're about to go into a fight where we don't want to spend our air gems, these guys still have something decent to do. So yeah, that's it. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time. Bye-bye, everybody. Hey everybody, thanks for watching. If you enjoyed the video, consider leaving a like, commenting, or subscribing. It really helps me out. If you'd like to see me live, head over to my Twitch at twitch.tv/thedistanthorizon.